Why hello there everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today I wanted to bring you all along on a tour of the island of Oxford, created by the amazing Linds Crossing over on Instagram and also here on YouTube. I will leave links to all of her socials down below, so please check her out. So Lindsay describes the town of Oxford as a semi-dark academia / college towncore island, which has lots of autumn vibes. I came across this island while looking for inspiration for my own kind of dark academia themed island, which is why I am so excited to tour this town today with you guys. So Lindsay did leave us a couple of gifts just outside of resident services, so we're going to be changing up my already slightly academia themed Oxford Viking outfit into a more Slytherin themed sophisticated Viking outfit, I guess. I don't know, but once we've done this, once we're looking fine and dandy and suited and booted for the occasion, we're going to be pulling up the map and checking out which villages Lindsay has got here on Oxford. So as you can see, Lindsay has a bunch of cute villages here on her island, including Maple and Marshall and Lucky and of course Raymond. I don't think there is a more perfect villager to be on a dark academia themed island than Raymond. I'm loving it. I think also, is that Raddle? Is that one of the new, well, I say new, not so new 2.0 villagers? Please let me know down in the comments down below. I'm not the most familiar person with all the different villages in this game, so yeah, please let me know. But anyway, we're starting off by checking out the island entrance because resident services comes right off of the airport. I love how Lindsay managed to incorporate that slightly raised area just there. But moving away from the island entrance, we're now heading over to this side of the island, which is mainly, from what I can tell, the kind of shopping district, more urban kind of an area. But I absolutely love how Lindsay has managed to incorporate little areas like this which still make the town feel super autumnal while also embedded in, you know, kind of like a town, if that makes sense. I think that feels very British town to me, is that although it's quite, you know, built up in areas, it's also, you know, you still got nature right there, which is why I absolutely love how much just trees and nature is here. So heading up behind Nook's Cranny is actually this little farmers market area, which is one of my favorite areas, if not my favorite area on this island. If you have seen any of my speed builds, you will know that I absolutely love incorporating little stalls and kind of little market areas on my island, but I don't think I've ever done like a really big one like that before, and I'm definitely going to be taking some inspiration from that. But anyway, heading up behind this little farmers market, we actually have a very sort of farmy area, and I absolutely love this. It's actually, I believe, a picture of this area which made me want to explore this island in the first place. I, since the 2.0 update, absolutely love incorporating farm areas also onto my island as well. And I absolutely love the kind of story which Lindsay has incorporated here, where, you know, you've got the farm and then literally right next to it you've got the farmers market, and we've also got Dobie here tending the farm. I love that. That's something which I think I've seen on a couple of other islands as well. I think like Animal Crossing players seem to love putting Dobie as the, you know, little farmer man of their islands, and I just love that. So anyway, heading on, we had a little apple cider stall there, which I absolutely love. I love how it was like tucked in and just hidden a little bit. And continuing across, we have the museum, which has been, you know, nestled in amongst all of these like castle set pieces, which I love. And this kind of leads us up to this more sort of residential area. So another thing which I have kind of been obsessed with incorporating onto my own island in more recent times is these sort of like mini square areas. They're great to kind of connect places, but also to sort of separate things, if that makes sense. And so I love that little one there with the seal fountain, which I've still not managed to incorporate on my own island. So that's definitely going to be a challenge for me for sure at some point. But as we're kind of continuing into the very back corner of the island, we have this big sort of residential area. Again, I love how all the houses are surrounding the fountain, and I'm definitely going to be updating my own village neighborhood, which I have on my own island, to look a little bit more like this, because I'm loving how built up it all is. And right behind that area, we have this little lookout space. We can, you know, look out over the ocean, and I'm just obsessed. As I kind of mentioned earlier, this town really does feel like you could kind of just plop it anywhere in the UK and it would fit. You know, you have, as we're going to be going through, you're going to be seeing lots of these little sort of back alleyways and interconnecting paths, which does just feel really reminiscent of towns in the UK. You know, you see these little back streets and you're like, huh, I wonder where that goes. You walk down the path and then it turns out that it's, you know, it's a 50-50 toss up of whether it's a dead end or whether, you know, you maybe find like a little shortcut to somewhere you go regularly. You know, I love the sense of exploration that you get while walking through islands like this, because obviously if you've built it, it's not really a surprise to you. But when you're touring it and when, you know, you're just looking around it for the first time, getting to like walk up a little path and then be like, oh, hey, this connects to this area that I was at earlier. It's just a super cool feeling and I love it. I also absolutely love how Lindsay has incorporated all of these sort of sunken areas across her island. This is something which I definitely need to get a little bit better at playing with, is kind of height and stuff like that, because I know I'm not the best at it, but I think that it fits in really well with the kind of urban-y town sort of vibe to this place. But anyway, we're now heading into Lindsay's house. It is stunningly decorated and it actually made me remember, oh wait, when I started filming this video, I noticed that my house is still decorated for Christmas, so that shows how little I actually go in my player home, which I know isn't good, but one thing I've sort of picked up since touring a couple of islands after the release of the 2.0 update last year is that I feel like it's inside the houses where I really notice how many different items I've not discovered yet myself. Even though I've been on Nookazon here and there and sort of seen a lot of things, like it's that sofa right there that's got the shirt hanging over the back of it. Never seen it before. And here, as we head into the bathroom, those like vanity sinks with the lights on either side, they look absolutely incredible and I've never seen them before. And even maybe that stone bath in the corner, coming into the basement here, I love how the space has been separated with the use of the castle walls, because I don't know about you guys, but I always struggle a little bit to decorate the basements and the upper rooms, I guess, because they're such big, long spaces. But yeah, and then the final surprise, I was really taken aback coming up the stairs into this ultimate kind of like gamer lair. I love all the pink colors and the neons and everything, and it was a really nice surprise after wandering around this way more sort of cottage-core-y dark house. And although it's absolutely stunning, but just seeing this really made me laugh a little bit, and I love how just personal it felt, you know? So heading back outside, we are just checking out this little sunken sort of library area, I guess. I absolutely love it. And then we're heading down into what I believe was called maybe like the underground bar. I'm gonna pop up the map that Lindsay had created had commissioned rather from another player within the community, just so that you guys can see all of the little areas of interest which have been picked out. But then we're heading just down this other little sort of shopping alleyway, and I love areas like that. And then through this other residential area, there is of course Raymond's house. Obviously he's got a big fancy car next to his house, you know, obviously he's gonna be showing off what he's got. And this little lookout up here is just again really giving me that sense of simultaneously being in a town but also out in the countryside, which I love, and that is something which I'm really striving to create the sense of on my own island. I'm gonna be honest, I've not been playing very much over the last month, and which you may have figured from my lack of uploads, and I apologise once again for that, but I don't know, I just haven't been all that inspired, but this has definitely got the creative juices flowing for me. And at this point in the tour, we're kind of coming up on this final little area of interest, which I believe Lindsay called the Oxford Canal. I don't think I've ever actually been to Oxford personally, even though I don't live that far from it. I could be wrong. I reckon maybe my grandparents took me there once when I was really little, but I don't 100% remember. But yeah, I absolutely just love this it looks really natural. And another thing which I love is how well Lindsay has integrated ponds onto her island. I know that might sound a little bit strange, but that's kind of something which I've always struggled with a little bit with my islands. You might notice if you've seen any of my speed builds or anything to do with my own island that I don't really have that many ponds on there. So definitely getting a lot of inspiration from this island tour for sure. And I actually told a lie. This is kind of the last landmark which we're going to be passing. This is Blather's bookstore. I am obsessed with this area right here. I've never really ventured too deep into like panel buildings and stuff like that, but this one is just integrated so flawlessly that, you know, it might be getting my creative juices tingling a little bit and maybe inspiring me to try it myself. I don't know though, I know no promises. But with that, we have come to the end of the tour. I massively want to thank Linds Crossing once again for letting me tour her island with you guys today. Please again, go and check out all of her socials on Instagram and YouTube. I'm going to have them all linked down below. But with that said, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you have any thoughts, comments, or suggestions, please leave them down below because I'd love to hear from you. But yes, guys, I hope you're having a great day and I'll see you again soon.